A lot of people, black, white, Mexican, young or old, fat or skinny, have a problem being true to themselves. They have a problem looking in the mirror and looking directly into their own souls. The reason I sell 6 million records, the reason I...
Hello everyone, welcome back to tonight's episode of Maestro's World. And on tonight's episode, I am going to touch on a subject that is somewhat kind of sensitive, but all around sensitive at the most part. Tonight I will be touching on Black History Month. The reason why I'm touching on this subject tonight is because as a young African American male growing up in the ghettos of Chicago, there's just many things that I get sick and tired of hearing and seeing. Me and my girlfriend decided to go out to dinner a few nights ago. We had been stressed with work, bills. Me and her was just like, we barely spent time with each other. We really need to spend a night together and just collect everything and enjoy each other's time. We decided to go to this spot that everybody had been talking about. We get to this restaurant. I'm like, oh man, it's a black-owned restaurant. It's in a black, nice neighborhood. We get in there, and we are already being judged. Mind you, I know I'm light-skinned. I know my melanin isn't popping. I'm still African-American at the end of the day. Our hostess, of course, was darker than me. And before we even asked her a question, she already had a stank attitude. So she looks at me, then she looks at my girlfriend up and down and rolls her eyes. So now I'm trying to figure out what the hell is really going on. I kindly asked the young lady, how long would it be for a table? Well, before you came in, you was already supposed to make a reservation.
Whoop that drink, 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 whoop that drink. I'ma make these suckers recognize I ain't playing.
I could feel the heat coming from my girl. Now mind y'all, she from 79, she crazy. I'm talking, she don't do no talking, boom, dead in your jaw, and you already out. I'm talking, I could just see the evil look in her eye and Satan rising up. I had to stop it. I said, you have 4 tables that say reservation on it. You have 8 tables that are just open. Can't you just sit us at one of the tables? No, because them people already made reservations. You can't take their table. Huh? It took everything in my power. So, me and my girlfriend, we gave it the benefit of the doubt. I said, hey, I've been to many places with terrible hostesses or a hostess. And sometimes the restaurant can be the greatest thing, despite the person standing at the front door. She was like, let's just see when 45-minute mark hit. That's not that long. It's still early. Let's see how this goes. So we walked back in at the 45-minute mark, and the host is like, oh, y'all came back? I got y'all a table. Come on. We didn't think things could get worse. Now, to remind you, for all of those people who maybe are ignorant and can't see, I'm light-skinned. Our waitress, a couple of shades lighter than me. She was African-American, but she was lighter. She was looking at me and my girlfriend like we just came straight from Mars. So what y'all having? The only thing good about that restaurant was the food was pretty good. The cooks and the barbacks were the greatest. We're going around with pictures of water like everybody was dying of thirst. You need some more, my friend. After that night, I had to call it quits on a lot of things. Manager never came out. We paid. No, I did not tip to be petty. I put a tip on the receipt that said don't walk down dark alleys at night. I get treated worse than when I go somewhere with all white people. It's a shame to say that because I want to support my black people so bad, or grocery stores, restaurants, anything that they own. But black people make it so hard to support them. No matter how dark or light or caramel skinned you may be, you are still a nigga in the eyes of the nation we live in. They don't care. Only black people discriminate between skin color of their own race. What makes me so angry about black people is when a white person kills a black person, everybody wants to go up in an uproar. Oh, let's march for our freedom. Let's fight against them. But nobody's doing anything in our own communities. The only time our people want to rise up is when another nationality come against ours. It's like, that doesn't make sense. Why rise up against them trying to make a difference when we should be making a difference in our own communities? Our own people can't even walk outside their front doors without thinking about being shot, stabbed, robbed, jumped, or followed. Our ancestors got whipped, raped, got their testicles cut off, degraded for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years because of their skin color, because of the way we looked, because of the way we were built. Think about it. We built this country with our bare hands. They stole our ancestors from Africa. They brought them over here to build what they couldn't do, and they took the credit for it. Rather, people are going to hate me enough for saying this, but a march is not going to change anything. White people feel like, well, black people ain't going to do nothing but march. They ain't going to do nothing to us. So let them march. They can march all the way from here to Washington, D.C., all the way down to Florida. It's not going to change anything. It's time for all of my African American people to fight back. We've literally been in the same spot. Black people need to stop blaming slavery for everything. Let's come together as one. Let's fight as one. Let's show the world that we are not what the media makes us to be. We are greater than that. We are much more than that. We are smarter than that. We are stronger than that. We are wiser than that. Let's show them. Let's be a better people. Good night.
So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the